Thank you for watching. In this video, we are going to talk about verbs of perception, that is object-oriented. We are not talking about the other kind, which is discussed in another video. We're not talking about this, okay? Just make it clear. We're not talking about Mimi saw a bug on a flower in the garden yesterday, or Mimi saw a bug eating leaves, okay? Mimi saw a bug eat leaves, or Mimi saw a bug eating leaves. We're not talking about that. That is in the other video. Today, we are not talking about this. We're talking about something different, okay? We're talking about verbs of perception. So we are not talking about this at all. So therefore, we're going to fade this out. It's this way. Okay. So we're going to fade that out. So today we are going to talk about the verbs of perception when you, as the speaker, okay? By the way, I guess you can make the difference between the speaker and the subject, right? So for instance, I'll just write here. So you are the speaker. The person speaking, you are the speaker, okay? Right, you are the speaker. So that is important, because there is a difference between the speaker and the subject of the sentence, right? Okay, a very basic sentence. For example, let's go back to the example that we were talking about, okay? Mimi saw a bug eating leaves. Okay, that belongs in this part, but it's back again because I want to use it as an example, because it is a simpler sentence. Okay, so Mimi saw a bug eating leaves. That's great. All right, but see, Mimi is the subject. She is the person doing this action. She saw. Okay, she is the subject. Okay, so in this case, Mimi is the subject, right? Yes. So Mimi is the subject of this sentence. Who is the speaker? Well, the speaker is always you. Mimi is not the speaker. You are the speaker. The person reading, the person saying the sentence is the speaker. So you have to know the difference between the speaker and the subject of the sentence, okay? There's a difference, all right? That difference is very important in literature when you study language. Okay, good. So object-oriented verbs of perception focuses on the speaker, okay? So when you say something like, let's jump ahead a little bit. When you say something like Mimi looks happy, when you say Mimi looks happy, Mimi isn't doing anything. You, the speaker, okay, is saying how you feel, okay, how you think she looks to you, the speaker, right? So today we're going to focus on sentences where you, the speaker, are saying your opinion, okay? And that is the point. Wait a minute. I think yes, my camera was off, excuse me. Okay, so let's begin. Let's look at the sentence form first, okay? Let's look at what it will look like in terms of syntax, its grammar, its sentence structure. So the structure is going to be one of three that we are going to talk about, okay? The first one being this one, the first one being subject, whoever the subject is, and then the verb of perception, and then followed by some adjective, okay? All right, so in this example, we're just gonna say this. We're gonna use the word look as the verb of perception. And for the subject, we're gonna continue using our friend Mimi. So Mimi looks, and then over here, I need some adjective. Let's say happy. Voila, we have the sentence, Mimi looks happy. Okay? And what does this sentence mean? It means the speaker, I, think Mimi looks happy. Okay, that's what it means. I think she looks happy. All right? Not so Mimi is not doing anything. Okay? She looks happy. All right? Okay. So that's the first structure. Again, the first structure is the subject. Let's go back. The first structure is the subject, and then the some verb of perception. In this case, is looks. Okay, and then adjective. Okay, good. The second structure that we're going to talk about is, again, the subject, someone, some verb of perception. It could be looks, sounds, seems, feels, okay, tastes, okay, and then followed by the word like, and then something, okay. So let's continue using the word looks, okay, because that is a word that's easy to understand. Okay, so again, the subject. Who's the subject? Again, let's use our friend Mimi. Oops, sorry. So Mimi looks, this time I'm going to say Mimi looks like, well, she looks like what? Well, if let's say, for example, Mimi looks happy, then she looks like a happy person. Okay. She looks happy, so Mimi looks like a happy person. A happy person is a noun, right? It's a person, so it's a noun. So Mimi looks like what? Mimi looks like a happy person. Okay, so that is the second sentence structure. Okay. And the third structure is the same as the second one, except at the very end. So again, we're going to need a subject, and then looks. We're going to use looks. It could be other verbs, okay? And then again, we're going to say the subject looks like, but this time instead of saying the subject looks like something or someone, we're going to follow it by a sentence, an actual sentence, as in, Mimi looks like, and then now I can say whatever sentence I want to say, as long as the subject is Mimi. So here, this sentence, whatever I want to say, the subject has to be the same as the first subject, okay? Mimi wants to laugh, because she's happy, right? So, as you see, the structure is the same as the first one, except now I'm going to follow it by not a noun, but a sentence. Mimi looks like she wants to laugh, okay? And that is the structure of object-oriented verbs of perception. Let's do some examples so we can see how these rules apply, okay? And we use all three structures in every example. All right, so the first one, Mimi looks happy, okay? Right, we did that already, right? And it means this in Chinese. You can read it. I won't read it, but you can read that, okay? That's what it means. All right, Mimi looks happy. All right. So again, we can copy these examples. I can say Mimi looks like a happy person. Mimi looks like, and then a noun. Or the third sentence structure is, oh, Mimi looks like she wants to smile because she looks happy. Notice Mimi looks like, and then be followed by an actual sentence. She wants to smile. So here it has to follow all the 规则, all the rules of the sentence, okay, of a sentence, okay? So those are three examples that we already talked about. Let's use another example, sticking with the word look, okay? Let's say, Dan looked sad. It's okay, I can make it past tense, right? I can say, yesterday I saw Dan and I think Dan looked sad, right? It could be past tense, okay? Dan looked sad. And that would be the first structure. What would the second structure look like? I can say Dan looked like a sad person, right? Okay, he looks like a sad person, or he looks like, a crying person, whatever you want to say, okay? Or I can say Dan looked like, and then followed by a sentence, he wanted to cry. That is a sentence. He wanted to cry is a sentence. Notice, because this is past tense, so I'm going to also make this past tense. It's just good habit, okay? If that's past tense, that's past tense, okay? That's just better habit. Okay. Now, there are other things that you can do, okay, that we can talk about in class, okay, when I see you in person or when I see you. And what we're going to talk about is another way to say, someone looks happy, someone looks sad, is using the word seem. Seem just means look, okay, right? So we will talk about that. Another verb of perception that you can use, instead of saying someone looks happy or looks sad, 看起来, you're going to say someone 听起来 what? He sounds in what way? Notice it is not this word anymore. Remember, this word is the other kind, okay? Not this, not that, not this word. But we're going to use the word sound, okay? As in Peter, example, Peter sounds angry. Okay, what does it mean? It means this. You can read it yourself. All right. So, Peter sounds angry. I can say, Peter sounds like, and then add a noun, an angry person. right? Or think about somebody who was always angry. Peter sounds like, okay, let's say we can be a little bit more literary, and we say Peter sounds like, you know, roaring thunder, like thunder, like thunder, like lei, yeah, right? He sounds like thunder, right? He's very loud and angry, okay, right? Something like that. Any noun, okay? Anything you want to say. Okay, let's just say thunder. Just keep there. Or I can say, and I think this is the best way because you can be more descriptive. So I like this one better because you can really say what you want to say, right? Okay, this is my favorite because you can use a sentence to say anything you want because a sentence is more descriptive than a noun, right? So I can be more, I can say what I want to say. So I'm going to say, Peter sounds like he wants to kill someone. You see that? And because it's a sentence, I can really describe what I think he sounded like, right? Okay. Right, so again, you can use instead, in addition to looks a certain way, you can say he sounds a certain way. Okay. There's more. Okay. You can say that something feels a certain way, but notice it is not this anymore. It isn't Peter. It isn't this anymore. Okay. It isn't Peter likes to feel the wind anymore. It isn't that anymore, right? Because when Peter likes to feel the wind, he feels the wind. You, the speaker, are not doing anything. This one, you're saying the speaker is, you are telling everybody your opinion. Okay? So when I say snakes feel smooth, I'm saying this. You can read it yourself. Notice the snake is not doing anything. You are saying you think snakes feel smooth. By the way, smooth means 滑滑的, okay? Very good. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I should put it over here instead. Okay. So snakes feel 滑滑的, smooth. Okay. It is not Peter likes to feel the wind. It's snakes feel smooth. All right. Let's work through the different sentence structures. So snakes feel smooth. I can say snakes feel like, I don't know, maybe what's a good thing to describe smooth? Like a baby's bottom. You think I'm joking? This is really, and I'm not being creepy. This is really a 比喻, an example, a metaphor, a simile, right? Yes. If you want to say something is very smooth, you can use 比喻, a baby's 屁股, a baby's bottom. Okay, I'm not being creepy. This is really, in English, you can really say that. Okay. So snakes feel like a baby's bottom. Okay, that's an example. That's a metaphor, simile. It's not a very good one, but it is what it is. Okay, so good. And I can say snakes feel like they are made of glass. I don't know. Is that a good example? No. Right? Okay. So snakes feel like they are made of glass. 它们是玻璃做的. Let's say. All right? Okay? So snakes feel like, and then whatever sentence you want to say. Okay. So that is another verb of perception, to feel or feel like something or feel like, and then some kind of sentence. All right. Now, here is a very, this is a not to do with grammar, but to do with meaning. So pay attention. You can say this: a baby feels smooth because a baby's bottom feels smooth. Okay, yes, and that's good. But never say this, right? That is creepy. Okay, it is not wrong, but if you say that, yes, probably nobody wants to be your friend. Okay, English wise is right, but if you say that, you're gonna have problems. Okay, so try not to say this. This is creepy. All right, don't do it. All right, that's creepy. So don't say this creepy sentence. Okay. Another another word that you can use in this kind of sentence is the word taste. 吃起来怎样？哈 taste, as in the food tastes funny, like that. And what does that mean? It means this, right? You can read it yourself. All right. So in the other structures, I can say the food tastes like garbage. Oh, by the way, sorry. Here, funny doesn't mean 好笑, okay? It doesn't mean it makes you laugh. Funny means strange, okay? It means 怪怪的, okay? It doesn't mean funny, 好笑, right? Yes. So when the food tastes funny, you're saying that it tastes 怪怪的, right? The food tastes like garbage. Don't eat it, right? Yes. Or I can say the food tastes like it came from a garbage can, let's say. Right? Yes, the food tastes like it came from a garbage can. If you want to be even more disgusting, you could say the food tastes like it came from an elephant's bottom. Ooh. Let's say disgusting, right? Yes, but very descriptive, right? Okay. All right. And yet another way to say to help you describe how the speaker feels, his opinion, your opinion, my opinion, is the word smell. Okay, so when you say the flower smells bad, as some flowers do, you mean this, right? Okay, so I can say, for example, the flower smells like, doo-doo. That's pretty disgusting, right? Yes. All right. There's by the way, if you didn't know already, doo-doo is not a real English word. Right? Doo-doo is not a real English word. Neither is I think some people say poo. Poo is sort of another word that is not a real English word, but it's just people know that it means doo-doo. But there are real words that mean doo-doo, okay? Right? All right, so, but that's fine. You all know doo-doo, so we just say doo-doo. So the flower smells like doo-doo, poo, and then I can say the flower smells like, and then I need a sentence. Smells like it was planted in doo-doo, whatever. Okay, right? So, and there it is, okay? verbs of perception when it is used in this way, right? And I think the most important thing that you should take away from this is that this and this are different. Oops. Right? This and this different. All right. So thank you for watching, and practice and figure this out. It should be very helpful to you.